Hey flower friends, welcome to the Rebellious Garden. It's Laura and I'm glad you're here. It is field day for us. The snow and ice have finally started to melt where we can get out in the field and start working. We are prepping the field for planting. So we are clearing off the debris from the beds today. My son's going to be chopping the holes up a little bit to break the dirt up, pull some weeds out, and then we are going to be adding compost and getting it set up so we can come back out here tomorrow and plant some flowers. So excited. So we got the weeds pulled from the section that we are planning to plant tomorrow, and we're gonna go add compost in. But right now my son is working to sweep the rows off where he was working at. That way we can see the holes clearly of where to put the compost and mix it in at. So my son has finished sweeping the ground cover off, and he is going and putting compost in each of the holes. In the future, I plan to pull up all the fabric, reconfigure the field, and lay it back down. But for now, we're working with what we have. I am so gracious to the gentleman who allows us to use this land. And each year when we've been given permission to do something different, add to it or whatnot, you know, we've made it work with the layout that we have. But as long as we're allowed to use it in the year coming up, I'm going to pull all the covers up, kind of space it a little bit better in a way that makes a little bit more sense for me, and then put everything back down, throw a huge load of compost across the whole field, and just really get that soil working, or that soil in a very happy spot. But right now I'm working to put up my little low tunnel system. So it's still winter for us. We're heading into the last week of February, so we still have another month of winter, and we typically have our last frost around the beginning of April. Last year we had our last frost like in February. So you never know. We've had a very cold winter this year, so you know, there's a chance that we could get below freezing again. So I'm going to put up the hoops, and we'll come back out tomorrow and actually put the fabric up when we start planting out. And the purpose of the tunnel is not just to protect the plants from cold temperatures, it's also to protect them from wind. You heading into March, you know, we start getting spring storms and stuff. It gets really windy again. So it's to protect them from the wind, heavy downpours, and also because we're close to a wood line, it is to protect the plants from hungry little critters who may look at my snapdragons and go, that looks like a delicious little snack. So we're gonna keep them covered until we know that they're strong enough to sustain the weather on their own, that our freezing temps have passed us, and that they're no longer quite as snacky looking to the wildlife. So I'm gonna go put these in the ground now. So we got the beginnings of the hoops. I'll finish hooping them here in just a minute, putting the arches over top of them. And then my son is here adding compost to each of the holes for planting. Hoops are up. See the arch. Compost is in the holes. We'll be back out here tomorrow to put the fabric over the hoops, secure them, and to plant out our first round of seedlings in the field. We have some seedlings that have come back from last year, so we'll be monitoring them, see how well they do. But our brand new seedlings will be planted in this row. That is a snowball from my son. All right, so that's it for today. We'll be back out tomorrow to plant the seedlings, so we'll definitely film that and share with you what we're planting out here first. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a blessed day, and come back to see me again.